everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview for April 14th, 2012, wow, 2013. And quite honestly, there's not a lot to talk about schedule-wise this week, so this might not be too long of a video in that regard, but there is something that I do want to address and clarify for everyone. Because over the past, I'd say 4 months, ever since 2013 started, and I had this new mentality that I was going to upload less videos, focus more on spending time on the games that I was playing multiple games at the same time, and then eventually adopting direct capture and such. I really feel that there's been this behind the scenes, this feeling that's been going on with some viewers, not with everyone. And I want to clarify a certain point in regards to that. But first, let's just very simply go through the weekend preview, because it's going to be a quick one. This is a week where Panda Lee is going to be visiting me, okay? So, unfortunately, you know, life sometimes gets in the way of the schedule of me playing games, and this is a particular week where this is going to happen, and let me explain why. Well, first of all, on Monday, well, actually today, let me start with today. Today, Sunday, I'm probably not going to be uploading this weekend preview until the nighttime anyway, so by now you'll already have known that I had a busy day today. Today's actually my mother's birthday, and therefore I'm taking her out to dinner. And because of that, I had limited time to record today. So I actually did my first stream early. I started at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when usually I start later than that. And I only played till about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? That was the Ballad of Gay Tony, and videos of that have uploaded over the course of today to DSP Gaming. Now also, I'm doing a second stream later on. I'm actually filming this at 3 p.m. incidentally. So I probably, by the time you see this, I may have already aired that stream, okay? And that second stream is going to be Mass Effect 1 FemShep, you know, Renegade playthrough. So right now what I am in the middle of is a bunch of kind of filler content, and I understand that. There haven't been any new games for 2 weeks. The last new game that came out was Defiance. It was a huge fucking flop, and I just didn't want to play it after two days of playing it. It's not a good game. It's terrible. So we've had a big gap of downtime here where there really hasn't been a lot of content that's, you know, good new content that people like to watch. I mean, the last playthrough that really was, like, really well, and a lot of people said that they liked it, it did really well, was BioShock Infinite. And I understand that. The game is outstanding. It's one of my favorite games of the past several years. I reviewed it very positively. The playthrough's great. So I understand that. And right now, a lot of people are like, well, it's just filler content. So some people are watching one of my filler playthroughs, but they're ignoring other ones. For example, a lot of people who voted for the Mass Effect 1 playthrough are watching it and not watching anything else. A lot of people are watching just Ballad of Gay Tony and not anything else. So that's why during this filler period of time I understand that things are slow, okay? So starting on Monday, tomorrow, we're going to continue. We're going to have more Mass Effect 1, we're going to have more Ballad of Gay Tony, there's going to be 2 streams like usual, and more of those videos will be uploading, okay? Now, this week, like I said, Panda Lee's visiting me. And there's one major release coming out this week. It's called Injustice, Gods Among Us. It's the DC Comics fighting game that plays very similarly to Mortal Kombat, because it's made by NetherRealm Studios, who made Mortal Kombat. So that comes out on Tuesday. So we're going to have a release day unboxing. I'm going to pick the game up in the morning. I'm actually going to be playing through the story mode of the game, the campaign mode, all day Tuesday on the live stream. So probably there's going to be an earlier stream where I play through it, take a break, and then later on continue on, okay? And then those videos will be uploading on Tuesday. So Tuesday is all about Injustice. You're going to see the live stream of Injustice and the videos of the campaign mode of Injustice. Now, Panda Lee's coming to visit me on Wednesday in like the mid-afternoon around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm thinking is I will still have time to work on a stream that day. It'll just be a little bit on the earlier side. And what that means is it's all going to depend on how far I've gotten with Injustice. If I've beaten the campaign, then I'm going to probably do some of the other modes, maybe some online gameplay. If I haven't beaten the campaign, I'm going to continue with that, okay? So that's going to be Monday, Tuesday. Now, the cool thing is, once again, just like last month when Panda Lee visited me, I have now accumulated a certain amount of videos, including the Ballad of Gay Tony and Mass Effect 1, where I have not uploaded them yet. And it's good because now that I have some downtime this week where I'm going to be spending time with Panda Lee and I'm not going to be doing streams every day and I'm not going to be recording every day, I have videos to still upload. So over the course of this week, you're going to see lots of Injustice gameplay. You're also going to see the continuation of the Ballad of Gay Tony and possibly the conclusion if I beat it tomorrow on stream, which from what people are saying, I probably will. They're saying there's only about a couple hours left in the DLC. I'm very close to the end. And you're also going to see the continuation of Mass Effect 1, you know, FemShep Renegade playthrough. So all that will be continuing this week. Plus, I still have, I think it's about 6 or 7 Dark Souls videos that I haven't uploaded yet from my last Dark Souls stream. And I also have some more co-op videos from John Rambo and myself. The games Guacamelee and also Battle Block Theater, both of those games which were downloadable, arcade-style games on Xbox Live and on PlayStation Network. We played those a little bit more than what I had uploaded, so I have more videos of that to upload as well. So more than likely what will happen is I'll probably upload those videos on Saturday. I'll probably upload Dark Souls one of the days this week, maybe a little later in the week, so it's more like once a week you get to see more Dark Souls. And that's, by the way, that's my plan for Dark Souls. It's about once a week I'll set aside a day where I'm going to do a stream of it. The streams have become insanely popular, mostly because people, number one, like to see me fail, and number two, they alert all of 4chan to come make fun of me during the stream, even though it's absolutely ridiculous because I'm not one of these fucking people who, oh, you have no dignity because you're letting people help you in the chat. It's like so ridiculous. If you get dignity out of beating Dark Souls, you need to get a fucking life, okay? So anyway, I'm going to be uploading more Dark Souls this week. So that's the basic plan. Tomorrow, continuing Mass Effect 1 and Ballad of Gay Tony, both on stream and uploading to DSP Gaming. Tuesday, the premiere of Injustice. All day is going to be a live stream of Injustice. So if you're into the game, if you're really pumped for it, Tuesday's your day. You're going to get to see me play it all day long on stream, as well as upload those videos to DSP Gaming. Wednesday, there'll be another Injustice stream. And then over the course of the week, you're going to see Injustice videos uploading, paired with the Ballad of Gay Tony, also Mass Effect 1 FemChat. You'll see some more Dark Souls later this week, and you'll see co-op gameplay on Saturday. Now this weekend, Pandalee and I have a lot of plans of things that we're going to be doing, okay? There's a possibility we may see a movie. We've been looking at a couple different movies, like Evil Dead, and we're also looking at Scary Movie 5. We may go see one of those, and if we do, we may actually review it. A lot of people have asked us to review movies when we see them. We may be doing that. So that's a possibility of something coming up, okay? We may also be live streaming the continuation of Obscure. This is a survival horror game from PS2 that we played last month. A lot of people seem to enjoy the stream, so we may be continuing that this weekend at some point. I'm not promising anyone that, and I'm also not going to say when we're doing it yet, but when we do decide to do it, I'll let everyone know on Twitter and Facebook, okay? There's also going to be more vlogs this week. I actually have 2 more WrestleMania vlogs saved up, which were from my live stream that I did on Twitch, and there's 2 more of those coming this week on the King of Hate vlogs. In addition to that, there's also, I have 2 more DSP Tries It saved up, so I'm going to try to basically pace out my uploading, so maybe I do 1 vlog a day, and then a bunch of, gameplay videos a day. So even though there's downtime, even the King of Hate vlogs will not be completely boring. I'm going to have lots of stuff coming up this week, okay? So I hope you'll join me for Injustice. It's the big release this week. Now, the elephant in the room. Phil, what about the 2 DLCs coming out this week? Well, the first DLC is for Dishonored. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm never playing the DLC, and the reason is I don't have the game anymore. The game developers of Dishonored did a piss-poor job of promoting their game and or notifying anyone of what exactly was going on with the game. I remember before I even played the game, I had really never seen many screens for it. They wouldn't let us preview it at E3. It was a real pain in the ass. They never even mentioned until last week that there was a story-based DLC that they were going to put out for the game. No one knew. Now, all of a sudden, about a week ago, it's announced, oh, there's a story-based DLC around the assassin at the beginning of the game who kills the queen or whatever, and are you going to play it? I'm like, I don't have the game. I traded that game in months ago. No one ever said there was going to be a big story-based DLC for the game. So I'm never going to play it, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to go rebuy the game just to play the DLC. That's the fault of the game developers. If you're working on a DLC, fucking tell the world. Don't hide the work, and just if someone had held on to the game for months and months, now they get to play the DLC. It's absolutely stupid. So, in my opinion, boneheaded move by the game developer, okay? So, unfortunately, I will not be playing the Dishonored DLC. Now, I'm also fully aware that the new Black Ops 2 DLC with the new zombie map comes out this week. And I'll be honest, both Nestor and the Arid Lord, well, Nestor's Coruchado, for those who don't know, and the Arid Lord have contacted me and said, do you want to play it? And I told them, listen, straight up being honest with you guys, I don't know when we're going to have time, because I only have a day and a half to play Injustice before Pandalee's here, and then I'm going to be busy for the whole week. And by the way, next week, which I do want to hype up a little bit, the next week, Dead Island Riptide, full 4-player co-op again with myself, John Rambo, Grog, Mayor McJustin, direct capture plus live stream. It's going to be amazing. Trust me, it's going to be just as good, if not better, than the first one that we did. And I'm really excited for it. So I hope that everyone else is getting excited for that too. Like the first Dead Island co-op playthrough that we did, immensely successful. Everyone enjoyed it. And we had a blast doing it. We're doing the same thing this time, where it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday of that week. We're going to be playing through the game until we beat it. And so it's going to be live streaming all day, uploading at night. You're going to get to see all the footage over the course of the week. It's going to be great, okay? But that being said, that whole week is shot pretty much. You got Tuesday and Wednesday at least, if not Thursday and Friday, where we're going to be busy with Dead Island Riptide. So I don't know when the hell I'm supposed to play this Black Ops 2 DLC. And this directly relates to what I'm going to talk to next to close the video, which is what I was talking about at the beginning, this overwhelming feeling that some people seem to be having about me, and a mentality that I've changed and stuff this year. I am actively choosing to skip the Black Ops 2 DLC because I don't know when I can do it. I want to play Injustice more than Black Ops 2 Zombies, okay? That being said, the last time I did Black Ops 2 Zombies on launch day, it did immensely well in the views. Like, the views were astronomically good. And I'm actively choosing to pick a game where I don't know how the views are going to be versus a game where I know the views will be good because I want to play Injustice more than I want to play the Black Ops 2 Zombie DLC. That's my choice, and that's, you know, I have control of my channels, I have control of what I do, and so I'm actively making this choice that this is what I'm going to play, okay? Now, I do want to address this issue. People are saying that this year, it seems I'm all about the views, and, you know, Phil, he used to play whatever he wanted, he didn't care about views, and now it seems like now he's dropping games. So case in point, Lego City Undercover and The Warriors. Both playthroughs were things that I started, and unfortunately, with Lego City Undercover, I was not able to play the game launch week because the game did not ship to retail stores, okay? It just didn't exist in this area. I couldn't buy it. So I had to get it digitally from Nintendo. It took me 2 days of downloading, 19 real-time hours of downloading over Nintendo's network to get the game. It's a complete snafu. It's horrible. Nintendo's network is shit, okay? Shouldn't take 2 days to download a game. By the time I got to play the game, it was already over a week old, and I'll be honest, people on the stream said it was boring as hell, and they quit the stream. They said, well, I don't want to watch this game. Then when I uploaded it to YouTube, people were saying, this game looks like it sucks, it's boring, it's slow, we don't want to see Phil collect Lego blocks for 15 hours, okay? So directly based off of what the fans and viewers are telling me, I said I'm probably done with that game. Now the Warriors, originally when we started playing the Warriors, John and I, about over a month ago, and I had the used copy, people were hyped for it. They were so excited, they wanted to see it. Then the used copy didn't work, and so we had to delay it, so that screwed it up. Then I bought a new copy for $100, but then we had to do WrestleMania simulations. So when we did those, by the way, those did pretty well in the views, so thank you very much to everyone who watched those. They did really well, especially after WrestleMania weekend. But we did the WrestleMania simulations. So those took priority, and we only had a little while to play the Warriors. So now people are saying, oh, it's too late, we don't want to watch it anymore. The views were awful, both on the stream and on YouTube. So yeah, we're probably going to discontinue that and move on to other things, because there are other things we want to work on. But here's the thing, and this is what I want to emphasize. People are trying to tell me that I changed this year, and all I do is talk about views. That's wrong. That's a complete lie. But all I do is talk about views, and all I do is talk about money, and I'm quitting games now because of low views, when before I would have just continued them on and kept playing them. Now let's get something straight, okay? The bottom line is this. When I used to play a game, it didn't matter what game it was, the playthrough would get good views. And the reason was because the market was not oversaturated. When I started on YouTube in 2008, all the way through, I'd say probably 2010, okay? There were increasing more people doing playthroughs, but they weren't as good as me. They didn't have technology as good as mine. You know, and they weren't, you know, playing. There weren't as many people playing at these games as there are now. Now there's an astronomical amount of people doing Let's Plays and playthroughs on YouTube because it's been able to be monetized, and that's the big key here. If you can make money on it, all of a sudden it becomes big business, and everyone wants to do it. Everyone's got this get-rich-quick mentality. Rather than do, you know, real work, jump on YouTube and try to make a couple videos and try to make it big and go viral. Well, that's not what I'm about. That's never been what I'm about. The only reason I'm doing this full-time is because I lost my full-time job, and there are still no jobs in Connecticut, okay? There's nothing in the job market that I was in. I'm still looking. There's still nothing. In fact, my dad's been laid off for over or just about a year now, and he hasn't been able to find anything. Okay? So, the bottom line is, you know, I was kind of forced into this. Now, I'm completely enjoying what I'm doing. I'm making good money doing what I'm doing, and by no means am I complaining. But the difference here is back then, in 2008 to 2010, no matter what I played, it got good views, and that's part of the reason why I do this. I love the fact that other people are enjoying what I'm doing. It's not just about my enjoyment of the game. It's that I know that there are thousands of people watching who are enjoying what I'm doing, and they want to see me continue, and they're having a blast, they're laughing, I'm entertaining them. That's the point of me uploading the videos to YouTube. If no one is enjoying it, then why would I even bother uploading it, okay? So, in the past, there were less people on YouTube, the market wasn't oversaturated, and no matter what I played, it got good views, and people enjoyed it. Now, it's way different, okay? Right now, I'm in the middle of a filler week where there's no new games at all. There's been several weeks since there's been new games that people enjoy, and people are picking and choosing what they want to watch. A lot of the times, it's not me. They're saying, I'm going to go watch this guy do this game, and I'll watch Phil play Ballad of Gay Tony. It's not like people are so like, wow, I'm going to watch everything that Phil does now, and so everything that I'm putting out is doing well. It's just not the case anymore, okay? So, you have to understand it's a different situation. You could say that Phil didn't used to be about views or ever talk about views. That's true, but that's because views were always good. Like, this is what you have to understand. If you're in plenty, why would you ever talk about, you know, that? So, you know, if someone's rolling in money, you think they're ever going to talk about how money's doing? No. Same thing here. If you're rolling in views and views were great, why would you ever talk about views? In this case, I do have to treat what I'm doing on YouTube partially as a hobby and partially as a business. And I have to be careful not to let it fall too much into either realm, okay? Because if I focus on it just as a hobby, and I do only what I want to do, and I don't listen to fan feedback, that could be a massive negative. If I focus only on the business and only on views, that could also be a massive negative. And I'm trying to find a balance, and that's ultimately where I'm going to be successful, is finding the balance between these things that works, okay? So please, don't get angry if you see a game like Lego City, and maybe you were enjoying Lego City, but you have to look at the videos on YouTube. Look at the views and look at the comments. All the comments, this game sucks, this game's boring, I wish you'd be spending time playing other games. I turn on a stream of Lego City. Everyone chooses to say, oh, this game sucks, and within 5 minutes they quit the stream. So if that's the case, I have to pick and choose. There's other things I would love to play outside of Lego City that maybe people would like to see, and I want to continue to entertain people and retain viewership rather than saying and being stubborn and saying, well, I might like Lego City, and fuck everyone for not watching it, I'm just going to keep doing it. I mean, that's not a good mentality to have, in my opinion. I'm trying to be interactive with you guys and listen to your feedback, and that's really what it's all about. And so, to see people saying that I'm all about the views, and, you know, I'm not doing anything that I want to do or playing games that I enjoy, that's not true. In fact, I'm enjoying right now more playing Ballad of Gay Tony and Mass Effect 1 than I was playing Lego City, which is why I'm doing it, okay? So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Alright, I know some people will say I'm full of shit and they won't believe me, but I'm just, as usual, I'm trying to bare my soul to you guys and be honest with you about what happens surrounding my channels, and I hope that you appreciate my honesty, okay? Alright, so that's it for the weekend preview. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope that you'll tune in to the, you know, the retro replays that I'm doing, to the first time plays of like Ballad of Gay Tony, but also to the new game, Injustice. Big game this week. I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really good. I really enjoyed the demo, and I can't wait to delve further into the game. And also for all the other gameplay that's going to be uploading this week, and possibly the obscure gameplay later, maybe even a movie review or two, you never know. So, I'm going to have a lot of variety in my content this week. I hope that you'll enjoy it, and of course, I'll be back next week after, you know, the time off with Panda Lee for the huge Dead Island Riptide 4-player co-op. I hope you'll spread the word about it. Last time, it spread like wildfire. It did really well, and I hope that, you know, this time around it'll do well as well, and everyone will enjoy it, and you know, the fact that we're coordinating, 4 people are coordinating their schedules to do this 4-player co-op isn't easy, so I hope that you appreciate that and that you will tune in, okay? So thanks a lot, everyone. Have a good week. I will see you for new gameplay tomorrow, and then on Tuesday for Injustice. Thanks a lot. Peace out.